This is Kate Ward, and this is Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about grass seed. This time of year is a perfect time to get out there and fill in some patches or work on a lawn that you might have wanted to renovate. It is anywhere between mid-August to mid to end of September that we're going to do a fall seeding. Mother Nature helps us out this time of year because we end up with cooler temperatures and we also end up with more ample rainfall. So what happens with those two things line up for us is we have very, very good conditions for grass seed germination. And conversely, we have relatively poor conditions to start seeing a lot of those weed seeds set in because they're still busy growing. If there's weeds in your lawn, they haven't set up seed yet. So we're looking at a good time window here to get seeded. Good success with low weed seed in our planting area. So when you're getting ready to do that, think about this. Where are you seeding? If you're in a spot like we are today, this is beautiful, full sun, and you would want to pick something like this Sunny Mix. Sunny Mix tends to have 65% or more of bluegrass. Bluegrass is wonderful. It's going to take hot, dry conditions. There are some other mixes that will actually have drought mix on them, and they're going to carry some other grass seeds. But really, Sunny Mixes will have 65% or more of bluegrass. Now, if you have a shady spot, you don't want that bluegrass in there, or not much. It doesn't really like the shade. But what does is then you'll be looking for something that has fescue, so 65% or more of fescues. If you're not sure what any of these are, that's okay, watch this video again. But also, to find if you've got the right seed, check on the back of your bag. It'll show you the percentages of the different types of grass seed in the bag, and they'll be able to tell you, oh, that's the one I want. So remember, fescue for shade, bluegrass for sun. There's other grasses out there, but those are two good examples. I also have one here with me today. It's called Trio Mix. That's going to have multiple different, it's got some ryegrass, fescues, bluegrass. This is going to work all out there. If you're looking at grasses, make sure that they say perennial grasses. So if you have a ryegrass, you want the perennial ryegrass. It just comes back every year. The other one will still work, but it goes to seed, and you get the little seed heads every year. So a little distracting in the lawn. We just want a beautiful green, even lawn. So make sure you get that perennial ryegrass if you see ryegrass on the label. Now, all you need to get started, grass seed should be in contact with the soil to get started. So you need a soil spot. You need to clean up, raked up, smoothed out, gotten rid of any rocks or things that you might not want there later on. Make sure it's relatively level. If you're working near the house, make sure that it's sloped away from the house. We don't want water to run towards the foundation of the house. And then you're probably going to want to put down something like this. This is a new seeding lawn fertilizer. It's meant specifically for new grass seeds, and it's going to tell you how much to use on the back to be successful, and it's going to make sure that those new grass seedlings have something to eat once they get started. You're going to go ahead and put down your grass seed as per the directions on the bag. The different types of grass seeds have different types of seeding rates. This particular little bag is a 1 pound bag, and this says 4 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So this bag, it's a small bag, and you might be able to do a small area. It'll just treat a small section. The grass seeds that we have at the garden center, they wonderfully have this entire lawn care timeline for you, so you know about what to do the rest of the year. But just so you know that, it also has the seeding rate, and if you can't remember, it tells you when to sow, how to prepare for it, how to water, and then coming back again to fertilizing. So, the other thing you want to do once you get all that in, you can give it a light tamp down, but I have this big bale of straw here. One bale of straw covers about 1,000 square feet, and that said, you only want that straw to be max of 1 inch deep, and you should actually be able to see the soil lightly through it. It shouldn't be so dense you can't see it. So get it down, give it a good drink. Grass seed needs to stay moist to germinate. Watering in the morning is the best. If you happen to be able to do it twice a day, that's great. Morning and evening, because most people have to work during the day. 3 times is better, but try not to water after 5 this time of year, because after 5 it won't dry out, and we want to make sure that we don't have any rot or anything growing up on those little baby seeds. So that said, now you're mostly all set, and if you have any little weedy things that you need to take care of, this is a good time to do it too. This you'd put in your hose end, or if you only have a couple little spots, you can use spray that's going to hit just a couple of the weeds in the lawn. So if you have any further questions, please come on in, and we hope this has been helpful.